Hey, you guys, welcome in to Divine Golden Master, where we master being divine at this 3D reality. My name is Lex. All right, and we're going to get into this new moon in Scorpio. I already went ahead and posted the group rituals that we will be doing. We'll be doing a sacral chakra activation along with a blockbuster. So, since I already told you guys the group rituals and things like that, we're going to go ahead and talk about the new moon. I have my notes to my left, your right. All right. And we're going to dive deep. So, the new moon in Scorpio, we know Scorpio is a water sign. All right. So, the new moon in Scorpio is one of the most powerful, transformative, and deeply magical lunations of the year. Here's a breakdown of the spiritual and energetic significance. Let's talk about it. All right. So, it says the spiritual meaning of Scorpio's energy rules rebirth, transformation, death, and renewal. The new moon in Scorpio invites you to shed old skin, release emotional baggage, and dive fearlessly into your shadow to reclaim your power. All right, so a lot of you guys may even be noticing at this time like a lot of old emotions arising. And it was something that I noticed that happened for me a couple of days ago. I was so emotional and I was like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? And I was just, so I was, me, I transmute. I transmute my energy and I channel it into something. So usually it's candles, so I channel mine into a candle and spoken to my candle. But with that water sign, and then with me, I'm on a cusp of Scorpio rising, Sagittarius rising. So the emotions, and I got big Scorpio placement, so the emotions was... But even if you don't have big Scorpio placements, the energy is felt. This is water. Anytime we're in my opinion, very sensitive to energy. So if you're sensitive to energy, you may notice. You may not notice as much if you're not that sensitive. But when it comes to water sign seasons, that Cancer, that Scorpio, that Pisces, it gets deep, especially for feminine energies too. You may notice that either you're more emotional or other people around you are. But it's just that, what is emotions? What is emotions? Emotions is energy in motion. So a lot of us are releasing energies that need motion. So for some of us, it could look like us getting angry or getting overwhelmed or getting sad and then releasing it through tears or whatever. And that is very much in alignment with this so that you can be who you authentically are. Because as our vibration lifts and as we get into more alignment and we move more towards our highest self, it still is energy that we have to work through. Even energy within our DNA that we're healing for our ancestors that we don't even know about. And what I mean is we know DNA, we know as in like coded, we know codedly through our soul, but we don't know consciously through our mind. So a lot of things sometimes can arise and we may not even know where it's coming from or why it's coming from, but we could be healing something that has went generations, So this new moon in Scorpio is going to be really good to invite you to shed that old skin and release emotional baggage. Dive fearlessly into your shadow and reclaim your power. A lot of us, too, will be shedding away things and baggages and holding on to things that we was holding on to that was never even ours. All right? And it's a moon of mystery, magic, and metamorphosis. All right? A time to face the truth, transmute pain into strength, and plant intentions that align with your soul's deepest desires. And that was something that definitely resurfaced for me. It was something, a unworthiness wound that resurfaced for me, and I had to really sit with that and deal with that and not, I don't like to say deal with it, but hold space for it, name it, and allow it to leave. So yes, Emotional alchemy is going to be something that is very imperative at this time, because that is a form of emotional alchemy that I'm teaching you right now. If you heard what I said, if you didn't miss it, if you caught it. All right? Emotional alchemy, turning your wounds into wisdom. The pain that you've been experiencing, the things that keep happening to you, the cycles that keep happening. Are you continuously being that same person in that cycle? Or are you becoming somebody new and you're able to alchemize that wound into wisdom now? And now you can shift your perception on the situation, right? Are you doing that? This is the time, right? Shadow work and healing trauma will be significant. So burn books, right? Writing out all your pain, your emotions, and burning them. Also, plate release was one of my favorite. Going to the waterfall and writing everything you feel out on a plate, writing it all down and just breaking it. Okay? Breaking it, releasing it. Deep transformation and letting go. All right? And this is like, this letting go, this is very significant for, like, everything is significant for solo journey, right? Of course, but this is a 9 year. So this is like, also a lot of people are gaining their independence and reclaiming their power. All right? Also reclaiming power and sensual energy. A lot of people don't know that as well, but we know Scorpio is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so a lot of people will be reclaiming their power and their sensual energy. All right, psychic awakening and intuition. You may just all of a sudden know something. Your intuition may have all of a sudden been right. And this is what it is for me during Scorpio season. Just to give y'all, be transparent with you guys. Because I was looking at the past 8 years, like in the past week, on some just going deep and shit. Like, and I was thinking, and I was just like, you know, every time around this time of year, I be going through it be some, you know, and I was noticing the similarities with certain things and and I was like, wow, okay, this is where I need to pivot at. And I had that moment of like clarity, and I'm just so grateful. I could even just cry talking about it, because I'm just so grateful and appreciative of the lessons this year. You know, we did a lot of complaining. And we do a lot of things like that. But this year, I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful, like beyond grateful, because it's like, from the outside looking in, it may look like, damn, she went through so much this year. But from the inside looking out, it's like, wow, this year really put in perspective of how powerful I am, how adaptive I am, how nothing can stop me, how at any moment, whenever I need to, I can pivot and I could do it effortlessly. And it's just like, I'm so grateful. Like, I can't even speak on how grateful I am. And I'm also very grateful for all of you guys for being here, supporting me through this journey, you know? So, yeah, that was what's made me emotional. Because when I said, y'all, this has been one of them years where I'm just like, oh, my God. Even though I heard, I smile. What Kirk Franklin said, okay? No, for real, okay? So, psychic awakening and intuition, like, it's some things that you, like, I know it. You're going to get some confirmations on. And for me, I feel like that was one of the things too, where it's like, you know how you know something and you keep second guessing your intuition, and then it come back again and be like, girl, you knew that, and now you got the actual confirmation and physical, but it's like, you already knew that, so why you didn't trust your intuition? All right, so another thing too that's going to be very potent and that you could pull on this energy, and we know that sacral chakra, we're doing the group ritual, so that also is a part of this energy. All right, and that sensuality, but magnetic attraction and manifestation through intensity. All right, I noticed that a lot of people, and I think this comes from my rising sign, but I'm not sure. You guys can tell me what you resonate with, but I feel like a lot of people And not just me, like other Scorpios I've noticed, because I don't just look at myself. I look at all my clients. I look at all my friends, family. Everybody in my life is a test subject, because I'm a test subject in my own life. Like, I'm looking at everything, analyzing, observing. Like, I'm a scientist. You feel me? But yeah, so when I look at all the Scorpios, a lot of Scorpios that I know, something that's a common denominator in all of us, and especially in the Scorpios that have the heavy Scorpio placements, not so much of the sun signs, but the Scorpios, the people that have the Scorpio in the heavy placements, like either the moon, the rising, or have stelliums and stuff like that. Like, a lot of people say that they're attracted to they're very attracted to them, and they don't really know why. Like, people will tell me, like, I don't know why I'm so drawn to you or attracted to you. I'm just attracted to your energy. And then they'll be like, also, like, along with that, it's like this energy where it's a confused energy. It's like an illusion energy where they don't know what you're thinking. Like, they be like, I don't know what you're thinking. I never know what you're thinking. You just look like, and I noticed this with other Scorpios, like, we just be chilling, vibing. You won't really necessarily know. It's like how we feeling just by off of just knowing. You know what I mean? So it's that type of energy where you could pull on that seductive, elusive type of, like, mysterious, that energy. All right, okay, so you can manifest through that at this time. Some good rituals. Let's talk about some good rituals for this Scorpio new moon. We already know the sacral chakra is going to be really good. The blockbuster is going to be really good, because it's really good time to also cord cutting, severing any ties, energy clearing. We already cut our cords at the beginning of the month, so this is going to be solidifying that energy for us. It's also good to honor your ancestors at this time, because Scorpio energy opens the portals between worlds, right? So you're a little bit closer. That veil is thin, all right? And then something I want everybody to do is to do a shadow release ritual, right? Write down habits, write down fears or attachments you're ready to shed. Burn the paper safely, imagining the ashes transforming into light. All right, I want you guys to do that. Release it. This is a shadow release ritual. Write down habits, fears, or attachments you're ready to shed. Burn the paper safely, imagining the ashes transforming into light. Okay? Now, some crystals that are really good, that work well with this energy. And, I didn't speak about this at my other one. Did I? I don't know if I did or not. No, I didn't, because I didn't say spiritual bath. So, yeah, some of you guys, spiritual baths. I'm dropping a spiritual bath that you guys can get to take. It's going to be a shed the old skin type of bath. Release. But, yeah, so that's really good to do at this time. You can use, like, black salt, obsidian, okay? And you can visualize yourself shedding that old skin and rising renewed. Also, this sexual and creative energy, because we know Scorpio rules over the sacral chakra. All right, so channel that passion, sensuality, and emotion into your manifestations or art. And a lot of women need to do this. Instead of channeling their energy into these sorry ass, if they channel their energy more into their passion, sensuality, and emotions, then they will also be healthier. That's just my random thought. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else about that. We'll talk about that on my other channel. But crystals that are significant this time, you could use some obsidian. All right, some black tourmaline. I got my black tourmaline out, okay? Staying grounded through all these emotional ass shifts. Garnet, labradorite, moonstone is really good. Now, some herbs is really, really good. All right, is mugwort, jasmine. Love me some jasmine. Patchouli, clove, and myrrh. Like frankincense and myrrh. Colors that could be significant. You want to pull on the energy that day or days surrounding it to pull into that energy. Deep red, black, purple, and gold. Well, I heard that song. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. All right, affirmations. These affirmations I want you to say for 7 to 9 days straight, leading up to, during, or after the new moon in Scorpio. I am reborn in my power. I am reborn in my power. I release all that no longer serves my transformation. I release all that no longer serves my transformation. My shadow is my strength. My shadow is my strength. From darkness, I create light. From darkness, I create light. All right. I love you guys. Love yourself. I will be seeing you guys in my next one. Okay. What I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, another thing that I want to talk about. Intense dreams. We could be having some intense dreams at this time. Let me stop biting my nails. But yes, you could be having some intense dreams. All right. And that's another thing too. Write those dreams down. Pay attention to those dreams because they could be highly significant, especially in the upcoming months. All right. Some other things that could be significant and that could be happening is a desire for privacy and emotional protection. I know me personally, that's something that I always like. I love my privacy. I really love my alone time too, because that's something else too where you may feel a strong pull toward just being alone, spending time alone, being with your own energy. Another thing too that you could experience, we talked about higher intuition and psychic sensitivity already, but a strong pull towards shadow work and inner healing. We talked about that already too. But this is I really want you guys to understand too that this is all really about heavily a need to reclaim your personal power. This is that time. All right. And this is a moon of alchemy. So whatever you're willing to face, you can transform. All right. And another thing that's major here I feel like this has been working its way up, and this is going to be the culmination, even though it's a new moon. This is going to be where the ground rules get set. A lot of people are going to be setting new boundaries in their relationships, new energetic boundaries. You may even also be releasing some relationships, gaining some new relationships, creating some new energetic ties, releasing some energetic ties. This is the moon of alchemy. All right. And a message that's really strong too that you guys can remember is you cannot rise until you release what you've been carrying. All right. Old identities, old stories, old versions of you, they serve their purpose. All right. This is a 9-year completion. Let it go. We got a brand new beginning coming. This moon cleanses the emotional body and creates space for a new version of you to be born. All right. You may feel raw. You may feel exposed. You may feel like you're standing between the past and the future. And that's exactly where Scorpio wants you. Because the moment you reclaim your power, your truth, you step into your power. The moment you reclaim your truth, you step into your power. All right. Now, I gave you the rituals. I wanted to just come back and say that. And I just want you to know that, you're not meant to stay small. You're not meant to dim your light. This new moon is here to resurrect you. The parts of you that you've abandoned. All right. Your confidence, your sensuality, your power, your voice. This is your moment to say, I choose rebirth. I choose healing. I choose my higher timeline. All right. So, my sweet, beautiful souls, my loves, this Scorpio new moon is nothing to fear. It's something to embrace. All right. Something to embrace. Every ending is an opening. Every wound is a doorway. Every shadow is a treasure. All right. And if you feel called, drop a comment and let me know what part of yourself you're reclaiming under this new moon. Let me know down in the comments. All right. I love you. I honor you, and I'll see you in your rebirth. as I will be in mine. Peace, y'all. I love you guys. And if you want to join the group ritual, don't forget you can text 770-666-24